Government is not considering any charges against General David Ssejusa, also known as Ssejusa, who unexpectedly returned home from exile in the UK on Sunday morning. According to both his lawyer Ladislas Rakafuzi and Media Center Director Ofono Pondo, Ssejusa is a free man and did not commit any crime. This, as his lawyer says, Ssejusa is set to ask the army to formalize his retirement. It has been 1 year and 8 months that the former coordinator of intelligence services, General David Ssejusa, has spent in exile in the UK doing what he called efforts to change the regime in Kampala.
There is no doubt that the reasons which took us to the bush in 1980, 81, up to 86, was to liberate our people from the regimes of terror of the time. Unfortunately, with time, we have ended up doing exactly what we went to fight against.
Addressing the press on Sunday morning, his legal representative Ladislas Rakafuzi opens up on how General Ssejusa successfully returned back home.
Yesterday morning at 9 o'clock, I received information that General David Ssejusa was supposed to return in the night of yesterday, Saturday. And because I received the information from the horse's own mouth, I did not disbelieve it. But because I had to act professionally as a lawyer to keep secrets, that's why I did not inform you, the members of the press.
Aboard a delayed British Airways plane, General Ssejusa arrived in the country shortly before 3:15 a.m. He moved then to the VIP lounge where he was received by the director ISO, Brigadier Ronnie Barrier, his sister, and lawyer Rakafuzi as his legal representative.
His returning home was an exercise of his constitutional right. He went as an observer to make sure that his right to return home is observed, and actually it was observed. There was no incident at all. Everything went smooth.
However, his lawyer says Ssejusa became emotional after he was updated on developments at home by his sister.
Of course, I think because of the loss of their dad also, and him having been away for a long time, it was quite an emotional moment and between the two.
It is at this moment that he informed his lawyer on how he desperately needed to retire from the army so as to live a private life.
He has done everything in his powers to show that he is not interested in continuing in the army. In 1996, he even went to court to challenge his continued conscription in the army. And the Supreme Court said that it was a privilege of the commander-in-chief to discharge him or not.
In a surprise move, government says General Ssejusa will not be charged for alleging an assassination plot for key government officials by both IGP General Kale Kaihura and President Museveni's brother Salim Saleh.
For now, he's a free man to the best of my knowledge, and that's why he has been here. Otherwise, they would have arrested him promptly at the airport. But he was instead facilitated to go back to his village.
Among the personalities Ssejusa mentioned include former Prime Minister Mama Mbabazi and Minister for Internal Affairs General Ronda Nyakerema, who, according to his famous Ssejusa dossier, rejected the Muhoozi project.
Those statements do not amount to treason under Section 23 of the Penal Code. They do not disclose the offense of treason because there's no overt act. There's no overt act. He's a professional soldier, so if he says if this can be a strategy, the other can be a strategy, that does not mean that he's going to do it.
Afraid that some people could be after his life, President Museveni has reportedly ordered for his protection. It is even alleged that even his ticket was secured.
For us, we don't fear anything as civilians, but generals, they always think that they need young soldiers around them. So if one general thinks the other general also needs some protection, I really don't know. Otherwise, the impression I had at Entebbe this morning was that he wants really his freedom.
General Ssejusa drove directly to his family home in Sembabule district, where he was received by family and friends.